everyone, this is Jilly. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the 2026 annual year to come tarot reading. This is going to be a completely different layout as I will be going month to month. I will be using my Angels Oracle deck to set the theme for the year for the readings. I was going to do each zodiac sign individually, but due to time constraints, I'm going to go ahead and do all of them all in one live. So I do ask for your patience because this is going to be a longer live than usual. Now, remember, you want to look at your sun, moon, Venus, or rising placements to get a better overall grasp of the theme of the year. I want to thank you guys so much for your support, and for those who have been watching me thus far. I've had a nice welcome back when I came back to YouTube. You guys have been so supportive, and I'm so grateful to all of you, especially those who have donated to my channel and to my PayPal and Cash App. I'm so overwhelmed with thanks, and I'm so appreciative of all the support and just the fact that you guys have still been here when I was on my hiatus. I am so grateful for that. So today we'll be doing it differently. I will be pulling a theme for the reading with my Angel Oracle decks. Then I will be pulling a card for each month of the year. For this particular reading, I'm going to be using the classic tarot deck that I originally started tarot with. I do read the reversals for this deck. We are going to go in the astrological order, starting with Aries, and then we're going to end with Pisces. Hi, FG. All right, Aries, let's begin with you. I'm going to be pulling 4 Archangel cards. Same to you. Happy New Year's Eve. The Lovers. King of Raphael. Ace of Michael. Ten of Gabriel. I'm just going to pull 5. Let's start with 5, actually, because there's 5 colors in the angel decks. Five of Ariel. Now I am going to read the cards. And remember, this is the overall theme for the year for you. The Lovers. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. King of Gabriel, King of Raphael, I apologize. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Ten of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. And 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Now, these are going to help set and clarify the cards to come. I'll be starting the first 6 months, and then I'll move on to the last 6 months. As you can see, my space is kind of limited, so I want to make sure you guys got clear consistency with the cards. All right, Aries, we're going to do January through June 1st, and then we're going to do July through December. I already pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Ooh, that one wants to come out. All right. So Justice for January. Ooh, that one wanted to bend up. All right, 5 of Swords for February. The Moon for March. Ace of Wands for April. Oh, that one wanted to pop up. Five of Pentacles for May. Ten of Cups for June. All right. Aries, for January, you have the Justice in reverse. So I believe you're going to be starting off the year having some residual from the previous year. All right. So this means that you're still going to bring in some type of balance starting into January. This is not a bad thing. I'm going to tell you that right now, because based on these theme cards here, you had to go through a lot of battles in 2025. It looks like you had to go through a lot of maybe legal issues, maybe things weren't fair at work. I dare say even in your romantic life, there was some type of struggle or battle that you were dealing with. So you still have that emotion and that feeling and that residual coming into January. Doesn't mean it's not going to go away, but it does seem to me that in January, you're going to have to focus a lot on yourself. All right. That's why the Lovers was the first card to come out for you. It's basically saying, do it from your heart. Don't overthink it. Don't be stuck in your head. Justice will prevail. It's just going to take a little while. All right. However, in February, we have the Five of Swords upright. All right. So whatever conflict that you're having to deal with at the particular time, you're going to do whatever it takes to win at all costs. All right. So that can be a good thing. That can be a bad thing. But however, this is the 5 card. So 5 does signify change. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do in order to get where you need to be in life. And there's nothing wrong with that, because right now you have Archangel Michael in your theme. He is the Archangel of protection. That card is telling you, do not allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. And I think you're going to be taking that to heart, because in February, I do see you doing this. Not to mention, you are ruled by Mars. You are ruled by the planet of battle, action. All right. I do want to get some clarification on these 2 cards for you, Aries, because I have a feeling that you need the motivation. For the clarification, I'm going to use my classic Rider-Waite Tarot. Remember, with these ones, I do not read the reversals. Ace of Cups. Okay, so for many of you, Aries, this residual feeling that you have that's coming into 2026 that you're still having to deal with, it may have been done to do with a romantic beginning, a new romantic beginning. I do see this, though, as a good sign, because it's still a new beginning. Maybe this is a new phase that didn't quite get off the ground, and you're still having that residual emotion towards this person. And even if it's not love, but I really do think it is based on that card, it's still something that you are dealing with. And I do see you fighting for it still in February. And according to King of Raphael, it is safe to trust this person and the situation, to trust yourself. Yes, because once you do that, you'll become the King of Pentacles energy. King of Pentacles is someone who is the master of practicality, somebody who's loyal, faithful, somebody who has earned his position and is proud of it. So I do see this here in February, Aries, that once you do fight the battle that you got to do whatever you got to do to win at all costs, I do see you becoming into this King energy. The King of Pentacles is honestly somebody who is successful. He's like the most successful because he's the Pentacles. He's the King of coin. He's the King of money. This could relate to money. I do see that here because based on some of these themes here. But when it comes to this, I do see you being successful in money and love by this time, because you had to do what you had to do. Let's just be honest, Aries. And one thing I know about you guys do battle. Sometimes you battle just for fun. But even when you're not battling for fun, the point is you battle so much, you master it, especially when you're ruled by Mars. Now, when it comes to your March prediction, I have the moon in reverse. All right. That means you're letting go of all your fears. You're releasing whatever that you felt confined to you. You feel like whatever is in you, it's coming out now. And you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with it anymore. I've hid who I was for too long. I repressed my feelings for too long. I stopped my ambitions for too long. And you know what? No one's going to stop me anymore. So when the moon is in reverse, you are just letting it all out. All right. That's actually a good thing. I do see that. High Priestess. All right, so you're following your intuition and your gut. But High Priestess is somebody who's psychic and who has high intuition. So you feel like this is something that you have to do, and you will be doing it in the month of March. So whatever you are holding back in the previous months, in the previous year even, you are letting it out. All right, and you're going to let it out with such divine wisdom. And I want you to keep an eye on 5 of Ariel here, because Ariel is saying you don't have to go through challenges alone. All right. And this one's also telling you to ask your angels for helpful people. So you want to, right now at this particular point in March, you want to focus on surrounding yourself with the right people, Aries. Who's ever not serving you, get rid of them. All right. I hate to say it that way, but sometimes you have to be a little harsh and blunt, because if you're not, they're not going to get the point, and they're going to keep coming around. They're going to keep affecting your growth. So here you're just going to release whatever frustrations you have towards other people, whether it's your family, your friends, your loved one, any potential romantic partners. You're basically saying, you know what? I'm not going to do this for you anymore. I'm not going to pretend to be the person that you want me to be. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to follow what I know is right with me, and I'm going to let you go. All right. Now, because you do that, you're going to take that into the following months, which is April. All right. Now, March and April is the Aries birthday months. All right. So starting in your birthday month, I always tell people your birthday month is your actual real new year, because that's your new year for you. Now, when you release that energy, you come into a new passionate energy in April. All right. This is a new beginning card. And I'm going to tell you, because you have the Lovers here, you might have a month of spicy time. I'm just going to be honest with you. A month of spicy time. Nothing wrong with that. It also means a passionate new beginning. So it doesn't necessarily have to be spicy time. It could also mean a passionate new beginning for a career, a goal, a new project even. You might even have an urge to create new things, like create a new career for yourself, create a new business. This is the time and the month to do so, Aries. All right. I'm going to get some clarification, because I know some of you are like, well, am I going to meet somebody? Am I going to have somebody? I already have somebody. What does this mean? So let's go ahead. So for pertaining to anybody in a romantic partner, I will clarify that for you. But I also do see that as a good, strong month for you to create something for yourself. And it will be very beneficial for you. All right. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, in this position, again, this is another battle card, all right? But you are the sign of battle. You are Aries. You are the sign of war. This is where you specialize. This is where you're strong. Do not be afraid to hurt other people's feelings when you do this for yourself, Aries. Do not worry about other people. I know you started that energy in March. You're being asked to carry that again to the energy of April. You are protected by Ace of Michael. And if you really want to look at this card closely, Ace of Michael says a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder you. So whatever idea you have that's coming into fruition in the month of April, stick to it. You are protected. And I will say this, if you do meet somebody, or you're already with somebody, you're going to be revved up that month. All right. There's going to be a lot of passion and energy. You're going to have so much energy to release. It's going to be released into good things. And I'm not just talking about intimacy, even though that is beneficial and you can release it as a good release. You're also going to release that same energy and passion towards goals and careers and ambitions. And it's going to pull off in your favor. You're going to hurt some people's feelings along the way, but you know what? Sometimes you have to do that. You just have to do that. Now, when it comes to the next month, which is May, I see the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. That's actually a good card to have in reverse. Now, in the reverse reading, it means recovery from financial loss. So whatever you lost before financially, you are regaining it back in May, and with interest, with profit. All right. Now, when it comes to this, I know some people see this card, they're like, oh, no, it's not a bad card. It's more of a feeling and intuition card, but when it's in reverse, it means it's good luck when it comes to your money. Your money is going to be coming back to you because you decided to switch up something. Now I'm going to get some more clarity on this card for you, okay? Queen of Swords. All right, the Queen of Swords. When she is in your financial position, and especially in this part, this is somebody who is smart, intelligent. She doesn't work with emotion. She works with what she knows that she has. Whatever she's knowledgeable about, it always works out in her favor. She's highly respected. People fear her. I'm not calling you a female. I'm just going by the energy of the card. This is somebody that's going to put you in this position. You're going to be sought out for your wisdom. You're going to be sought out for whatever product you are selling or whatever business or venture that you're trying to get into. Because look at this. It says the ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. Because you do that and because you trust, it's going to come out in your favor. And let me tell you, the Queen of Wands, she's respected, but she's also feared. People are scared of the Queen of Wands because she is so sharp-tongued and she is so smart that nobody can outsmart her. People can try, but they can't. So you're going to be at a very high, powerful position by the month of May. Now, when it comes to June, this makes me super happy for you, Aries. We got the 10 of Cups. By June, you are going to be at the most harmonious, blissful point of the year because of all the things that you just accomplished and did. I don't necessarily see love. I see potential new love here at the beginning. And I do see you mastering that in some shape or form, either letting that person go or maybe it's going to build. But I do see you having some nice spicy time in April. And highly respected by May. But when June comes around, you've completed a cycle. This is harmony. This is alignment. This is complete love and support. All right? These readings are long, guys. Just letting you know. I'm on the first half of the year for Aries, and I still got to do the second half. So be patient, please. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Aries. And it's okay. It's okay if you're like this. Everybody's different. I do not judge. But I do see you coming into your player energy and your playful energy. You might have some options when it comes to this, all right? You have this take charge like, look at me. I got my goals. I got my money. I got my happiness. I got my look together. Yeah, I'm going to have some fun. I ain't judging you, Aries. I mean, do your thing, boo. Do your thing. All right, now we're going to move on to the last half of the year. That's going to be July through December. All right. All right. Oh, that one wants to fly. Ooh, Ace of Cups. That one wants to stay stuck. Page of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Ooh. Eight of Wands. Six of Swords. Hermit. All right, so we got a few reversals here. Ace, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, Six of Swords, Hermit, one upright. All right, now when it comes to the month of July, I see the Ace of Cups. All right, so I kind of had a feeling about this, Aries, when I saw the June one, how you were kind of being playful and kind of like getting into that like my mojo mode. I will say this. Whenever I see the Knight of Wands, I always tell you guys that's player energy depending on the surrounding cards. Sometimes when you play too much, the game catches up with you. So here, Aries, I do see that you might fall for one of their potential partners, but it doesn't quite work out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some clarity. Oh, wow. Double ace of cups. Now, I don't read reversals in this deck, but the fact that it came out reversed kind of confirmed what I was saying to you. So I do see you being heartbroken in July. And even though this came in reversed, it kind of just confirmed it. However, you guys know I don't read this particular deck in reverse. However, since it's upright, that just tells me that this is a potential for a new love to come into your life, somebody who's a little bit more compatible for you. So following that, in August, I see the Page of Pentacles. I see you going back, focusing more on your money again. You're doing an investment of some type. Maybe you're investing more into whatever business or venture that you're doing. You're investing into yourself more. I think you're putting love on the back burner by this particular month. Which is fine, because the Page of Pentacles is somebody who's manifesting opportunities, right? And I always say if love doesn't work out, the best way to get over love is to work on yourself. Now, to clarify that, yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, this means to me, especially when I'm doing it for an upright card, that you're going to be having a lot of opportunities. You're not going to know what to choose from. It's going to kind of be conflicting, like, that opportunity is good. That opportunity is great. Like, you're going to be beating off opportunities with a stick. You're not sure which one to go. They all seem good to you. So you have choices for opportunity. That is for sure. In August, you have opportunities here. Now, here, since I have these theme cards here, I don't see this being a bad thing, Aries. Sometimes, we want a perfect year, but sometimes there are bumps in the road. But just like Michael said, don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. And I believe you're not going to do that. I believe that little heartache in July just motivated you to better yourself. Because here, in the following month, September, I see the Five of Swords in reverse, okay? And that's actually a healing energy for you, Aries. That actually puts you in a position, you know what? I don't want this to bother me anymore. I don't want this to affect me anymore, and I'm not going to allow it. So even if you don't go to the person that hurt you or whatever situation did you wrong, you decide to forgive regardless. And because you forgive, you come into your power. Because remember, when you don't forgive somebody and you're angry with somebody, that person holds power over you. And by you forgiving whatever happened, like whether it's a situation or a heartbreak, you come back into your power, which makes that Five of Swords go back into reverse. See? High Priestess. High Priestess is very wise. She has strong intuition. She's psychic. Because you do this, you develop a new sense of wisdom, a stronger intuition. Now you've had to go through this in order for you to build your intuition even stronger, Aries. All right. You're doing very well. I will tell you right now, financially, you are doing very, very well. And sometimes we have to go through heartbreak to make us stronger. And I believe that's what you did. You transformed. You went from one situation, took that energy, made it into something better for yourself. Because here, October now, I see the Eight of Wands in reverse. You are slowing down now. You are deciding to like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take a moment to breathe. This might be a month that you take a vacation, honestly, because after doing all this work, I see yourself taking time for yourself, relaxing, rejuvenating, just slowing down the pace. And you know what? Take that trip. Take that trip. I'm telling you right now to take that trip. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you were, because by this time you've been holding on to a lot. You've been holding on to a lot of stress. You've been holding on to your coins. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's time to let that go. It's time to, like, you know what? I earned it. Let me go spend it. Let me go relax. Let me go have fun. Now, when it comes to November, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. All right. Now, this might be the time where you want to go revisit unfinished business. If there's something that you feel like you need to tie your loose ends up, you're going to go back and try to clear that out, clear the situation. I see clarity here by November. All right. You release basically any emotional baggage. By this time, whatever emotional baggage was dragging you down, whatever past resentment was dragging you down, you're free by that time. I see you being free by that in November. Yep. Because now you're gonna be, you're back to being the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who takes charge. They can be impulsive. They can do things without thinking. But I see you being freer. Like, I see you having this new mentality. Like, I don't give a dang. I'm gonna do whatever the heck I want to do, and I'm gonna be happy about it. And if anybody else doesn't like it, oh well. This year, I see you thinking more about yourself, Aries, and that's great. I honestly see that as a good thing. Now, to end the year, we have the Hermit in reverse. All right. Sometimes when the Hermit is in reverse, you can feel a little bit lost. All right. You can feel like, because when it's upright, the Hermit is in his wisdom. He's meditating. He's doing some self-reflection. I do see you wanting to be with somebody. I see you wanting partnership by December. I'm just going to be honest. All right. I honestly see that by December, you want somebody to share the fruits of your labor with. All right. I see you saying, like, you know what? I'm successful, because I see you doing very well with money. Money is not a problem with you. I see you living your dream by whatever inspiration that you had to inspire. But I do see you wanting someone to share this with. I see you not wanting to be in hermit mode. I don't read reversals for that. I see you. Yeah. You know, Aries, I don't sugarcoat things. I don't say things to make people feel better, because that I would be a really, really bad reader or a tarot reader if I said things to make you happy. All right. I do see you being a little heartbroken, a little lonely by December. All right. Now, remember, it doesn't have to stay that way. It doesn't. All right, angels. I'm Aries. Again, I do not sugarcoat things, but I do want to see if I can give you some hope. All right. So I'm going to pull a card, because I'm going to ask the angels and spirit guides if there's somebody coming your way. All right. Ooh. Oh. Ace of Swords. Tower. All right. So Ace of Swords is a victory card. All right. Ace of Swords is a victory card. So if somebody comes your way, it's going to be a victorious union. It's going to be somebody who shakes up your foundation, though. All right. You might have an air sign coming your way. You might have a Scorpio coming your way. Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising. This person's going to shake up your world. However, I do want to tell you this, Aries, because I see the Tower here. Make sure their intentions with you are good. Because sometimes when I see the Tower, that's somebody who wants to rock your foundations. You've built such good financial stability for yourself by this time that this person might see that and might try to take advantage. All right. Have fun with this person. Do what you got to do. But make sure you read the warning signs, okay? You will meet somebody. It will be victorious. When I say victorious, I don't mean victory in love. It just means victory on connecting with somebody. Maybe getting some spicy time with this person. But if this person gives you any inclination that they might take advantage of the fruits of your labor by this time, take that as a sign. All right? Aries, overall, your year is financially beneficial. Your dreams and goals when it comes to money is very good for you. You are definitely going to have times where you're going to have fun, intimate, spicy time. And any heartbreak that you go through in the year, it's just going to make you a stronger person. It's going to put that energy into life and to feed into your dreams and goals. All right. I know that I didn't end your year in a great note, but I want to make sure I always tell you what the cards say. And please don't kill the messenger. Please respect that I'm being honest, okay? I love you, Aries. And, you know, I'm happy that you're going to come into financial success for the following year. Love, love, love that for you. All right, Aries. We are moving on to Taurus. Like I said, guys, these readings are going to be very long. They're annual readings. So it might take me a while before I get to your sign. So I ask for your patience. Because Aries just had a 31-minute reading. Anybody want to say hi while I'm putting my cards together? Hi, if you're here. This gives me an opportunity to say hi to you guys while I'm getting these organized. All right. All right, Taurus. I'm going to pull 5 Archangel cards to set your theme for the year. All right, Taurus, let's go. The Empress. Oh, now I want to stop. 7 of Raphael. Knight of Michael. Ooh. King of Gabriel. Taurus, we are on Taurus, guys. Again, these readings are long. I just finished Aries for 31 minutes, so. King of Ariel. All right, let's go ahead and read you your cards. The Empress, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. 7 of Raphael, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. It seems to me, Taurus, that you got a manifestation here. Knight of Michael, time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotional. There'll be sudden changes. Stay strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. King of Gabriel, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Last but not least, King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success and using resources wisely. It also says successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. You have a very strong intro, Taurus. You have a manifestation year. I don't even have to look at your cards to tell you that, but I'm still going to look at your cards, all right? Remember, with this deck, I do the reversals. Oop, that one wanted to stop me, so let's see. All right, January, King of Wands. I will not be saying zodiac signs because these are annual readings. These are a little bit different than my traditional tarot reads. Two of Pentacles in reverse for February. Page of Wands for March. Ooh, that one want to come out. All right, we have Six of Swords for April. Oh, that one want to slide out. Two of Swords for May. Oh, that one's trying to sneak out. Hangman for June. All right, so coming into January, Taurus, you have the King of Wands, all right? You have this energy that you're ready to go. You have leadership tendencies by January. The King of Wands is somebody who, he sees the big picture and he puts it into motion. He makes it work for himself. I'm not calling you a male. I'm just saying Kings of Wands, all right? So you're coming into the energy of entrepreneurship, a visionary. You have something in mind when you come into the new year. You have a goal set. And let me tell you something. If this is in the upright position, you are exactly where you need to be in January. You have a good start to your year. All right. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Now this is, be careful not to overcommit to something. All right. For example, don't make plans on Friday and then plans on Saturday, knowing that you're going to be tired. Don't stretch yourself too thin. You know, Two of Pentacles is somebody who's trying to balance things out. But when it's in reverse, it's somebody who's overcommitting, to someone who's overdoing too much. So by February, you are being told to just cool it down. Just don't overcommit yourself right here. Even here with King of Gabriel, he's telling you, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to other people. That's not your job. You don't sweat the small things. You focus on yourself. Now, Page of Wands. All right. Now this is March. You are, by this time, you're like really inspired. You might have a lot of ideas coming into your head. You have so much inspiration. You have limitless potential. All right. So I do see you coming into more energy, more creativity here. Now, this is going to be the first card I get clarification for. I don't clarify all the cards unless I feel like I need to. Let's see. Aha. See, look. Five of Wands. All right. You've had to deal with a lot of conflict. All right. You had to deal with a lot of battle for this change. All right. And I dare say you had to deal with a lot of jealous people, Taurus. There are people who are jealous of you. These are the people that you need to get out of your life. And these are the people who are going to want to steal your ideas. All right. So in March, you're being told to keep your ideas to yourself. Do not share it with anybody else. Even if you feel like you can trust this person, you're being told not to do it right now because these people are jealous and they will take your idea and run with it. All right. That's what it says. Focus on the big picture. Be clear on what you want. Act on your plans. Move quickly. All right. Now, Taurus, I understand that you're an earth sign, and earth signs like to strategize, like to take things slow. They like to plan. In this particular time, there's no time to waste. You have to use that King of Wands energy, which is a fire energy. Move quickly. All right. The quicker you move, the better off you are, because people will be quick to steal your ideas. I'm just letting you know. You have a lot of jealousy surrounding you right now. At least in the month of March, you will. Now, when it comes to April, you have the Six of Swords. You are going places. You are leaving all the bad things behind. Hi, Soja. You're leaving all the bad things behind. Now, you're releasing the baggage and you're moving on to bigger and better things. All right. And when I say bigger and better things, I mean to leave these haters behind. Leave these haters behind. All right. Now, Taurus, I love your reading because when I was doing Aries, I had to do a lot of clarification for them. But for you, yours is easy going. Yours is just chill right now. So for the first half of the year, I see you have a nice easy going year. And I see you going to bigger and better places. Now here in May, you have a decision to make. All right. You have a lot of options to weigh down. why? Why do you have that? Oh. All right, Taurus. There's a decision that you have to make. Now, it's a Cups card, so it could be a decision in love, could be a decision in romance. You have probably an option like, should I focus on work? Should I focus on love? Decision here, decision there. Make another card. Oop, that one wants to fly out. Hermit. Okay, so yeah. Didn't I just say that? Love or work, love or work? Because here, you have temptation here. Okay, this could be love, this could be romance, or this could be friends whispering in your ear, hey, Taurus, you never hung out with me anymore. You never go out with us anymore. You're always focusing on your work. You're always working on your girl. And then I see hermit mode. Hermit is somebody who does self-reflection, meditates on where they need to go and what they want out of life. So you have to decide, do I want to continue, working on what I'm working on, or take some time and hang out with my friends and party a little bit? But if I party, it's not going to throw me off track. Will I get distracted? That's what I see you kind of debating on. But let me tell you this. Based on this and this, it's telling you to stay focused, to act on your plans. All right? Keep your eyes on the big picture. Your angels are telling you, do not lose focus. Do not get distracted. All right? So if you need to understand, if you need to take time for yourself, there's no reason for you not to take time for yourself, but if it's in any way going to affect your current success and plans, don't do it. All right? Now, here in June, I see the Hangman energy. All right? You're just like, the Hangman is somebody who doesn't do anything. He's kind of just observing, watching, viewing things from other people's point of view. So I see you having your observant energy in June. You're looking around to see what works, what doesn't. Doesn't mean that nothing's moving along. It's just things are moving along. But now you're trying to assess, okay, this worked well. How can I improve it? Should I improve it? Is it a don't fix it situation? So if you're going to do anything in June to relax, June is your month to do it, because that's going to be your observant time, your time to recharge and refuel. So June would be the month to do it. All right. So if you're going to relax and chill, let it be in June. But please, please, Taurus, I am telling you, surround yourself with people who want you to succeed. And here's a good hint for you. If they are not supporting you on your progress and your growth, they do not deserve to participate in your success or congratulations. All right. So if they're not supporting you from here to April, from January to April, or even prior to that, they do not deserve to be in your presence. I'm letting you know that right now. All right, we're going to do your last 6 months. So it's going to be July to December. Okay, do July, December. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Taurus. Ooh. 7 of Wands. A Star card. Okay. Ooh. Oh, the World card. 2 more cards. Let's go. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, 1 more card. Okay, maybe 2 more cards. No, actually, no, that's too many. I don't do 3. You guys know that. Now, if it drops 3 again, I'll take it. But I never do that. 2 or less, I'll take. Give me December. Give me December. Oh my gosh. Taurus, I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Okay, so now in July, I do see a new beginning, possibly a new project, a new creative idea, something that you're very passionate about, something that's going to be very successful because it's in the upright position. However, this also means you might have a new intimate partner that's going to be rocking your world. All right. New desires. You're going to be in your what's a good way to put it? You're going to have your mojo during July. And since it is the month of 4th of July, your fireworks are going to be going off for you, all right? Because following in August, I see the 7 of Wands upright. I see a lot of people wanting your attention. You see how you beat people off with a stick? That's Wands energy. You having a and something just popped in my head, Taurus, that word of mouth when it comes to you is good. So you're attracting attention during August. That's if you want that type of attention. I'm just saying you're coming into your sexy energy by August, because September, I see the Star card. That is a wish fulfillment card, Taurus. Everything that you could have wished for up until this point has happened and has occurred and in your favor. And I told you before I even got here, you're having a manifestation year. With all these cards that came out, this is your year, Taurus. Now here in October, you have the World card in reversed. You're basically, now your time, like, you know what? I've done everything I want to do. It's time for me just to, you know, close it off for just a moment. All right. Because the World card is a cycle. All right. But now you're slowing it down. You're like, all right, now I'm seeking personal, I'm taking time for myself now. It's time for me to slow down, enjoy the fruits of my labor. And I'm just going to put it on pause. You're basically going to put this on pause for a moment just to enjoy yourself. All right. This might be a month where you take a trip. This might be a month where you're like, you know what, let me focus on working out. Let me take a spa day. This whole month, I'm just going to treat myself and indulge myself. Hello, Saggy Night. But this is the month of relaxation and slowing down. Now in November, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. All right. So by this time, you have developed your own sense of self-worth. Anybody who brings drama into your life, who doesn't serve purposes, I see you cutting them off permanently, because you had haters in the beginning of the year. Remember, this card was upright in the beginning of the year. It's now in reverse. You're like, you know what? I'm going to let you go with love. I'm going to distance myself from you from love. I still care about you, but you're not serving my life. Therefore, I have to step back. And I see you letting all of the toxicity go by the month of November. And you're going to end the year in celebration. People are looking up. You're going to be on your high horse in December. Look at that. You're looking down at your fans. People are like, go Taurus. They're celebrating you, Taurus. And you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it, Taurus. I mean, this year is incredible for you. Like, the fact that I didn't have to clarify the majority of your cards, this was such an easy, lighthearted reading that, like, I was a little heavy in the beginning, but now you have just brought my energy back up, and I'm so happy for you, Taurus. I really, really am. I see money. I see success. I don't necessarily see love, but I do see a lot of spicy time for you. I do see a lot of spicy time for you. And sometimes spicy time can turn to love. You just never know. All right, Taurus. I'm happy for you. I am happy. All right, moving on to Gemini. Remember, guys, these readings are long today. They're averaging about half an hour per zodiac sign. So we just did Aries and Taurus. We're moving on to Gemini. All right, Gemini. How are you? I'm a Gemini as well, so this is going to be our reading. We're going to do it together. Now, I'll be doing 5 archangel cards to set the theme of the reading. All right, that's going to set the theme for the year. All right, so let's go ahead and start pulling them, okay? King of Ariel, your plans are working out very well. Professional financial success, using resources wisely. All right, we'll take that. All right. Empress. We're getting a lot of Taurus's cards, guys. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious and abundant resources. Okay. Let me make sure I'm mixing these up really good because can't just be coincidental there. Seven of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. Okay, y'all saw me mix up those cards very well, right? Okay, we're getting a lot of Taurus's cards. Don't get me wrong, though. I like Taurus's reading, so I'm not going to hate on it. All right, mix these again. Ooh, wait, hold on. How many cards was that? Oh, two. We got two cards, guys. All right, so now duality, Gemini, so I'm kind of happy about that. We got a little something different from Taurus. Okay, so we have King of Michael, 10 of Michael. Okay, so King of Michael, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. 10 of Michael, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I guess for us, we're going to get 6. Seven of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence and claim your personal power. Perfect. All right, Geminis. Let's see what we got going on for the year. Remember that this deck, I do read the versals, okay? We're going to start with January through June. All right, 4 of Cups, upright in January. Oop. Oh, too many cards, you guys. No, I'm not going to take that. Hold on. All right, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands in reverse for February. Oop. 4 of Swords in March. Interesting themed here. I'm already seeing something here. Give me a second. Nope. King of Swords in reverse in April. Okay. Your year is of transformation, Gemini. I'm already seeing that theme. Look, King of Cups, May. This is transformation energy, Gemini. This one wants to pop it. See how it keeps sticking out? So I'm going to take that one. Emperor. All right. All right, so in January, you have come to the point where you like, I am going to disconnect from the world. I am going to reevaluate everything. 2025 for you brings the energy of this. Like, you know what? I am not satisfied. I need more. I am done being in this. What little things, like this card is saying people are offering you very minimal. You're being offered minimal emotion, minimal commitment, minimal finances. You're just getting the bare minimum. And you know what? Look at you. You're like, I ain't putting up with that. Take that little cup back. If you're not going to give me all 4, leave me alone. So this is the energy where like, I ain't tolerating anything. I see you not doing that, Gemini. I see you're like, anybody who's wasting your time, you're like, go away. Let's get some clarification. I see you not being taken advantage anymore, Gemini. Honestly. If anybody's going to try to take advantage of you now, you're like, no, I ain't doing that. Yep. Remember, I don't do reversals for this deck. No reversals for that deck. So I see you focusing on your coin. I see you working on your money. And when this card comes out, it's actually a good card. This means you're going to be successful. You're going to be extremely successful. By cutting out the people who are wasting your time, by cutting out the people who are not looking out for you, you're going to benefit yourself. I said this before in a previous 20, a lot of Geminis, not just Geminis, I'm going to say mostly the mutable signs, 2025 was a purge year. We purged a lot of people out of our lives that no longer served it. That included work, that included family, that included friends, lovers who are wasting our time. We purged a lot of people in 2025. All the mutable signs did. Most signs did, I will say that, but mostly the mutable signs. Mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, who was in the earth sign? Oh, Virgo. Who did I miss? Sagittarius. Oh, Pisces. Those are the mutable signs. They did a lot of purging in 2025, and I see you bringing that energy into the new year. And that's going to benefit you so much when it comes to your money. I'll let you know that right now. Now, when it comes to February, I see the Page of Wands in reverse, all right? You are at this point where you feel like you are like, I want to say it's almost a desperate attempt at trying to create something. You felt at this point you've lacked direction. You haven't quite done what you feel like you need to do. And honestly, Gemini, it was because you were holding on to those people. Those people were like basically saying, no, don't do that. It won't work out. And honestly, when people say that, it's honestly a form of jealousy because they're not doing it for themselves. So here, I see that like, well, what do? I got to stop procrastinating. All I'm doing is procrastinating. I got to get the goal started here. So let's go ahead and get clarification card here. I see you realizing in February, like, you know what? I got to change something. I got to quit procrastinating. And let's be honest, Geminis like to procrastinate. I don't care what else is in your birth chart. Geminis do procrastinate. But I see it in 2026. We're not going to be doing that. See? Ace of Pentacles. There. Ace of Pentacles. Gemini, you are going to be coming into some money. Starting February. Whatever you are focusing on, it's going to be bringing you a good foundation for money. When you stop procrastinating, when you stop letting those voices in your head, when you finally released who you had to release, your coin is coming. This is your transformation year, Gemini. Now here in March, we have the Four of Swords. You are actually reveling in your solitude. I'm going to be honest with you. Most Geminis are social butterflies, right? But they're also that side of Gemini where like, I need to be alone. Like a Gemini will be all up in your space, but they don't want you all up in their space, if that makes sense. You grow stronger in your solitude, Gemini. When you are by yourself and your thoughts are quieted and you have no choice but to focus, this is when you're the strongest. So in March, I do see you doing a lot of self-isolation. Not because people are bothering you, it's because, you know, you realize that you're stronger when you're by yourself. So I do see you doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of recuperation, a lot of renewing in March. Now, in April, I do see the King of Swords in reverse. As you know, Gemini is Swords energy. So when it's in reverse, it's not what you think. This can be you focusing on your own power and not sharing it with others. All right. This can be you being a little bit, okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I know it's my sign. You can be a little bit manipulative when you're in this energy. All right. You can be manipulative because you know how powerful you are. You know that your talent is with words. And sometimes even when you know you've done something wrong, for some reason you have this talent of wording something to where you look innocent and it was the other person's fault. Okay, that's a dark side of Gemini. Sadly, it is. But I see that type of energy, all right, coming into April. I want to know why you're using this energy, though. I want to know why you're using this manipulation tactic, okay? Let's find out. Eight of Swords. You see it as a way of self-preservation, All right, because you see at this point that there's no other option. You feel like you have no other way to get out of a certain situation without using that hidden power of yours, without using the gift of communication. But the thing about the Eight of Swords is there is another way. You just don't see it, but there is. Because this girl thinks she's in danger, but she's really not. And she can get herself out anytime. Same thing with you when it comes to this King of Swords, Gemini. So if there's another way to do it without using that gift for the wrong reasons, do it. All right. Because honesty and integrity are always going to benefit you. All right. I'm going to get one more card because that's not quite clear for me. I don't think that's clear for you either. So let's get some more clarity here. Your money is looking good, though. Your money is looking good. Money's looking really good, Gemini. Oh, Gemini. I know what you're doing. Ooh, Gemini. Okay, look. All right, Geminis. Geminis naturally tend to have a lot of options. Hi, Oran. And it's because you guys, when you talk to other people, you captivate them. And Geminis, when I say you attract a lot of people, it's not because you're flirtatious. You can just talk to anybody about everything and anything. Like you can talk about music, you can talk about politics, you can talk about spirituality. You know a lot about a different subjects, meaning that you can talk about anything. All right. So you attract a lot of people, and sometimes people just can't help but be drawn to you. Even if you're an introverted Gemini, you still attract attention. All right. So what happens here, Gemini, I see you having a lot of options. All right. You have a lot of options in the month of April. And because this is a swords card, these are both swords cards. This has to do a lot with communication. So maybe you have a strong presence when it comes to something in communication. Let's say you're on TV. Let's say you have a YouTube channel such as myself. Let's say there's something that puts you in the public eye that helps you communicate to others. Or maybe you're in a big corporation where it's giving you speeches. Whatever you're doing with communication, that's what's attracting a lot of admirers, okay? And now I see why you are manipulating, because you don't want to, one of the reasons is you don't want to hurt people's feelings. So you feel like lying is better than telling the truth because I don't want to hurt their feelings. And then two, there might be more than one good option, and you don't want to lose the other option just in case one doesn't work out, which is wrong. Don't do that. And I'm only saying it to you, Gemini, because I'm a Gemini too. So I'm not going to do that for the other signs, but it's kind of like, I'm a Gemini, I'm allowed to say that. No, don't do that, Gemini. Be with the person you feel is good for you. Because here, when I see May, because May is when Gemini starts, I see the King of Cups. All right. I see the King of Cups by May. I see love coming your way. With an emotionally intelligent person, I see somebody who is all about you, Gemini. They're going to give you exactly what you need emotionally. Whatever you want from this relationship, this person is going to give it to you. You don't even have to ask. They already know. And they're going to be so in love with you, Gemini. Vice versa, because the King of Cups is somebody who is at the epitome of emotional intelligence. They are so supportive. They're going to be your number one cheerleader. I see you having love by May. Not only love, but you're going to be addicted to this person. They're going to be addicted to you. They're already addicted to you. They're addicted to you. When it comes to your spicy time, you guys are going to have some interesting connection. So it's not going to be just love. It's going to be a very nice physical connection as well. You guys are going to be addicted to each other. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's moving on. June, I see you in the Emperor energy. So by this time, by purging all the people from the previous year, letting go of all the toxicity, you are going to be successful financially, right? You learn your power of solitude in March. You have options in love, possibly career in April. You will find a great partner by May with a strong physical connection. In June, you will be the emperor. The emperor is somebody who is very respected. He has mastered his craft. He is a leader. He is focused. You are at the top of your game by June, all right? Money, love, good intimacy. By June, you have got to where you need to be. So this is definitely, like I told you before these cards even came out, this is your transformative year. This is your transformative year for sure. All right, now we're going to finish off the year from July to December. All right. See what's going on from July to December. Seven of Swords in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, that one got stuck. Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. All right. So in July, I have a feeling that people are going to come up to you, see how happy you are, how successful you are, and want to be a part of your success. I see people wanting to reap the rewards of the work that you put in. And they're going to come into you and act like, you know what, Gemini, I always thought you were such an awesome person. I thought you were always such a hard worker. I knew you'd be successful. And you're going to call them on their BS. You're going to be like, oh yeah? Where was all the support when I was doing this and you were laughing at me, making fun of me? I see you calling them out on their BS in July. You're going to have a lot of people wanting to take advantage of what you've earned. And I see you not tolerating it. You're like, bug off. I said bug off. I didn't say the F word. I don't cuss. Let's see. Now, when it comes to August, I see the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so when you do that, when you have the Two of Wands in reverse, I see you having a fear of the unknown. You know, you're kind of playing it safe at this point. You're not taking any risks. Not that I blame you, Gemini. I think right now at this point, you're like, you know what? I'm doing so well right now. I don't want to take any risks. So if anybody comes up to you, somebody might be coming to you, hey, Gemini, why don't you try investing in this? Why don't you try doing that? But I don't see you doing that. I see you playing it safe in the month of August because let's just be honest here, Gemini. 2025 was hard for a lot of people, especially for mutable signs. But I see you like, you know what? I know what it was like to be in a rough situation, and I don't want to be in that anymore. So I see you playing it safe in August. Nothing wrong with that. However, I do see you flipping the energy in September with the Eight of Wands. At that point in time, you're ready to make a plan. You're ready to do something quick, fast, and in a hurry. You might even want to just jump on a plane and travel to see somebody. You know what I'm saying? I see you planning maybe planning a trip, or maybe you're, when I see 8 of Wands as well, you might be going after a new passionate venture. When I say passionate venture, I don't just mean a human being. It could be like a new goal or money or orientation. So let's get some clarification on the 8 of Wands here. Ah, 3 of Swords. Gemini, I think you're going to break somebody's heart. Can I just be honest with you? I think you're going to break somebody's heart this month, that month. I think you quickly cut them off. And for those of you who are thinking, well, is it the person that I met in the first 6 months? No, I don't think it's that. You know how this card over here was like people are coming back from the past trying to reap the fruits of your labor? I think somebody from this month is trying to return to this month. It's a strong intuitive feeling that I'm getting, and you're going to be like, no. You had the opportunity to be happy with me, and you chose not to do it. And I honestly think you're going to cut them off. You're like, it's a quick, swift, like, no, I'm not dealing with you. And the thing is, you're going to communicate that with them. See the swords here? You're just going to be like, no, we're not doing this. Don't bother. I think you're just going to be very quick with it, and you just cut them off quickly. Good for you, Gemini. Good for you. 6 of Pentacles. This is October. This is a reverse position. This is basically telling you, hey, take care of yourself. All right? Be careful of people. If anybody offers you something in the month of October, Gemini, just make sure there's no strings attached to it. Like if somebody offers you a business proposal, money, something that could appear as beneficial, make sure you're reading the fine lines during this month. Read carefully. Because somebody might look like they're being generous. Because this is the card of generosity, but in reverse, they look like they're being generous. But really, there's an ulterior motive. Be careful of people in October. I don't need to clarify that. That's pretty clear right there. Just read the fine lines and be careful who you're giving your trust to in the month of October. Now, in November, I see the Knight of Cups. All right. I see you being super romantic during November, being very creative in November. I see if you're partnered, I see you and your partner having a very peaceful, harmonious, romantic time during this month. I see you guys connecting. Your partner might actually dote upon you extra during this month, Gemini. Because you see how the Knight of Cups is coming towards their person, offering them a cup. And I'm being told this in my head, Gemini. Whoever supported you during your time of success, if you are partnered with them at that time or you met them during this time, they're basically catering to you. They're going to say, Gemini, you deserve this. You deserve to be spoiled. You deserve to be loved. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your success. And they're just showing their gratitude and love for you extra hard in the month of November. And if it's not love, it's definitely a creative month for you in November. You're going to see all of these ideas pop in your head. And because you're a Gemini, I'm going to tell you, please write down the ideas. Please write down your ideas. Because most Geminis, and I say this all the time, have a short attention span. They just do. Even I, who has learned to master it, I still have hard time keeping focused. All right. Luckily for me, I have an Earth, Mercury, and an Earth moon, so that helps keep me balanced a bit. But see, write down your ideas. All right. Now, when it comes to December, I see you finally resting. I see you going back into your powerful place of solitude and thinking and rejuvenation. I see you at peace by the end of 2026, Gemini. You are having such a great year financially, romantically, physically, and spiritually. This is your transformation year, Gemini. I'm so happy I did this reading for you. I have them too, FG. I have a whole closet full of them. All right, moving on to the next sign. We're going to be doing Cancer. Thank you guys who have been moderating and showing the videos. Thank you, Auron. Thank you, FG. I haven't seen your name yet. I do apologize. I try to focus on the reading of the cards, but thank you for those who are liking the video, supporting the video, showing up. All right, Cancer, we are moving on to your 2026 reading. I will be pulling 5 Archangel decks to set the theme for the year. Let's go ahead and get started. Empress, a lot of people are getting this. Taurus and Gemini got this. You're getting this too, Cancer. Empress. Archangel Gabriel, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. Four of Ariel, when you give, you also receive. Be resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend your money. Four of Raphael, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. King of Michael, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. One more. Knight of Gabriel, time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. All right. So we're going to start with the first 6 months. We're going to do January through June, and then we'll do July through December, Cancer. So Cancer, I see the theme already for your year has to do with a lot of internal healing. Your heart chakra. Yeah, your theme is to open up your heart chakra. I can tell right now by your cards. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, that wants to fly out. So for January, we see the 5 of Swords. Remember, with this deck, I read the reversals. Wheel of Fortune in reverse in February. Justice card in reverse in March. The Sun in April. the Five of Cups in reverse in May. Oh, I don't want to fly up, so put in there. Page of Cups in June, upright. All right, so January, Cancer, I do see you having a start of a year where you're going to have to deal with some type of confrontation. You might get into an argument with someone who's close to you, some type of misunderstanding. You might feel like this is a card where if you're at work, you might feel like you're being bullied. If you feel like you're in a relationship, you might feel like it's toxic, some type of abuse. When I say abuse, it doesn't have to be physical. It could be emotional abuse. It could be mental abuse. There's just something that's wearing you down in January. All right. However, the good thing about this card is it's a 5 card. 5 card means change. That means it's time to make a change. Now, I told you before these cards fell out that I felt that this was an emotional year for you, a year for you to heal your emotions, a time for you to open your heart chakra. And I think in January, you're recognizing that I cannot be in this situation anymore. If you're in a toxic work environment, you know it's time to leave. If you know you're in a toxic relationship, it's time to leave. And Cancer, one thing I know about Cancers is that they're so giving, and they care so much about the feelings of other people that they take on this burden. And you guys are honestly, you're built for it, okay? You're represented by the crab for a reason. You have a hard shell, but you have a soft interior. You can only take so much, though, before that shell is cracked. And I think by January, that shell has finally cracked, and you come into that realization, all right? And the reason I'm saying that you do and that you realize that is by February, I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, all right? It's time to break cycles, all right? Because you're going to realize that if you don't break this cycle, it's going to completely keep coming back to you. When the Wheel of Fortune is upright, it's good luck. It means you're going in the right direction. What you're doing is benefiting you. When it's in reverse, there is resistance. Like there's a resistance to change. It's like sometimes people get so used to being treated a certain way that they think that that's normal. All right. And I'm telling you, you know there's a problem. You recognize it in January, but in February, you're still kind of resisting the urge to exit out of that situation because you're so used to it. That's nothing that you should be used to, all right? You are a cardinal sign Cancer. It's time for you to take that cardinal energy and take it into action into improving your own self-love. Now, by March, I do see you coming into that realization, all right? Because this is the Justice card in reverse. Meaning, if it's a relationship, you're married, you're probably going to file for divorce. If you're not married, you're probably just like, you know what, it's time to end this. If it's a job that's treating you badly and abusing you, you're going to quit this job. Like, I'm going to break this contract. I can't be here no more. By March, I see you finally going into your cardinal action mode and releasing it. All right. And this is where we get the good news. This is where we get the good news, Cancer. In April, I see the sun. All right. The sun is a happiness card. It is, I can see the light again. I'm happy. I'm free. I'm seeing the sunny side of life. You are taking pleasure. All right. Because unfortunately for you, Cancer, you had to go through some pain to learn this karmic lesson. All right. And that's why when these cards came out for you, I saw King of Michael. Michael is the archangel of protection. So when it's King of Michael, it's the ultimate Michael card. You're being watched out. You're being protected. All right. That's why it says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. By releasing this, you will come into your happiness. Happiness is set for you this year, Cancer. You are ruled by the moon. You are meant to go through waves of emotions. All right. So you were built to withstand this. You're probably one of the strongest signs I know. A lot of people like to think that Cancers are weak. They are not weak. When you're ruled by the moon and you are constantly going through the waves of emotions, that takes a lot of strength. So that's why I see you coming out into the opposite, the sun energy, once you go through all of that. Because now when I go into the next month, which is May, I see the Five of Cups in reverse. All right. You've accepted it. You've moved on. You finally found your peace by this time. You are healed here. Well, not healed. I want to say you've accepted it and you're at peace. All right. But I'm going to get some more clarification here because I want to know what this is going to lead to you. Okay. Seven of Swords. All right. I'm going to get another card because that's a little confusing. So even sometimes I get confused and I need more clarity. Give me just a moment. Oh, okay. All right. So whatever you let go, all right, they're trying to come back. I don't know if it's a job or a person, whatever situation you let go is trying to come back to you. All right. Because they realized the worth that you were to them. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's nurturing, who looks out for other people, who takes care of other people, who people rely on. People get so used to the Queen of Pentacles taking care of them that once that Queen of Pentacles leaves, they don't know what to do without them. So they try to go back to the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever situation you let go is going to try to come back to you in May. They're going to be like, Cancer, I miss you. Come back and work with us. Come back to the relationship. They're going to say that, but it's a lie. It's a lie. They only want the benefits that you give them. But you're like, no, I ain't going back to that. I've accepted what has happened. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. And you just came into your personal power and you're like, nope, I'm not dealing with you. We're done. And good for you, because in June, I see the Page of Cups. All right. I see somebody offering you a little bit of a flirtation in June. I see somebody asking you out on a date, a very sweet date. Okay. A cute little date. I see, also a possibility of a new career or like a new venture, something that's a good opportunity. And usually this is a happy card. This is a very happy card. So somebody who's offering you something with a good intention. So if it's romantic, the intention is good. If it's a job, the intention is good. So this is a good offer for you in June. All right. Now, I'm going to remind you that 4 Raphael has told you to seek out new possibilities. So your advice is to follow something new. Leave back the old and follow the new. All right. Now let's do the last 6 months, Cancer. Oop. Too many cards. Too many cards. All right, July, Queen of Pentacles. August, Two of Wands. September, Hangman in reverse. October, Judgment. Ooh. November, Five of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Oh, I want to get stuck, so I'm going to take it. December, all right. Six of Swords in reverse. All right, so in July, very good start in the end of the year. Now, you are going to be in a good place. You're going to be in a place of self-love, self-worth. You are going to be financially secure. You basically came back into your power by July. I believe that by July, Cancer, you have discovered your sense of self-worth. Whatever healing that you needed to do in your heart chakra, you've done it. You had to break to heal again. You know, did you know that when you break a bone, it heals back stronger? That's what happened with you, Cancer. And I just got that song in my head by Selena Gomez, I Needed to Lose You to Love Me. That's exactly what's going on here. You finally found that self-love. You found your sense of self-worth, and now you are the Queen of Pentacles energy. You are at peace by July. And by August, you're making plans. You are making plans for yourself, and which is so good because you know what happened? The Empress came out for you. The Empress says, act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. So I see you here by August, you are planning something. So if you have something that you know that's going to be good, that you love, let's say you're a cake decorator. Let's say you're a sewer. Let's say you are you want to have your own travel business. Whatever idea that you're coming onto is going to come into fruition. All right. You are planning something here. Because here in September, I see you taking action because the Hangman upright, he's not doing anything. He's just observing. When he is reversed, he's ready to come off that standstill and go for it. Okay, I'm gonna get some clarification though. I want some clarification for the Hangman. Are y'all bragging about other astrologers in front of me? Y'all trying to make me jealous. Oh my gosh, you guys. 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cancer. Okay. So in September, Cancer, I see because you've made all these moves to improve yourselves and to grow and come into your power. I see somebody making a commitment to you, saying, Cancer, you're my soulmate. Cancer, I love you. Or if it's not love, I see you. I know, I'm just teasing you guys. I see a new job probably offering the perfect connection for you. Because your radiance glows. Bye, Oran. Your radiance is glowing by September. You are just illuminating. You're just walking light by September. So you're attracting your perfect soulmate if you don't already have one, or you're attracting that perfect financial goal by September. Now, in October, I have the Judgment card. That's a resurrection card, all right? Now, I don't believe a past person is coming back to you at this point. I think you've made your point very clear. I believe what this is a new phase in your life, an awakening, a rebirth for you. It is definitely a transformation month for you. I think you're ready for this. You're ready for this new phase in life. What's what this new phase is? Let's see what this is. Yeah, it's love. Oh my God, you're... Honestly, though, it's not love like this love, okay? You're loving yourself. You've learned to love yourself without the need of other people loving you. Although you have love from somebody here, you finally loved yourself. You're finally offering yourself a cup. I believe your heart chakra is balanced here. And now because it's healed, you want to give to others. You want to give to others. And the reason I'm saying that, it says, when you give, you also receive. So now that you're healed and you've found so much self-love, you're in your generosity period. This is the new phase in your life. You're forgiving those of the past. You're not welcoming them back in your life. And now you want others to find that same happiness. And I always say Cancers, they're just natural givers. They're just natural lovers. Now, when it comes to November, I have the Five of Swords in reversed. Okay. I do believe somebody hasn't quite given up on you, or a situation hasn't given up on you, because I believe they're trying to come back and reconcile in November. People always want what they can't have sometimes. And sometimes, and it's really sad, the light does attract the dark, because the dark wants to swallow the light. Yeah, somebody wants to come back and have a new beginning with you. But it's for their own selfish passions, okay? And when I say passions, I don't necessarily mean the physical intimacy, although that could be a strong indication of what they want from you. But honestly, Cancer, I think they just want to know that they still have a hold over you. So my advice to you is not that I think that you need it, because here I see you've healed. Tell them to bugger off. All right? Tell them to bugger off. Tell them to quit wasting your time. December. Six of Swords in reverse. All right? Tells me that you're going back to something. Or maybe you're trying to clear unfinished business. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Oh, thank God. Okay, Ten of Swords. Okay, so for a minute there, I got scared. I thought you were going to go back to this person. You're not. The unfinished business is you're going to put the final nail in the coffin. You're going to tell that person, or past, whatever what you let go, it was toxic. Like I said, work, person. You're going to let them know that it's over. And it's going to be very, very clear. There's no opportunity. You're done. They're going to realize that there's not even a loophole to get back access to you. You're letting them know, like, you're going back to tell them, no. Hell no. Hell to the no. Bye. Leave me alone. There's not even an opportunity. My door is locked, sealed, glued. Cancer, I love this reading for you. It started off rough, but it ended so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, gonna be moving on to my lovely lions. My lovely lions. All right, Leo. I'm going to be pulling 5 Archangel deck, and it's going to set the theme for the whole entire reading. And then we're going to do the first 6 months and then the last 6 months. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. Leo, Leo, Leo. Oh, your cards keep getting stuck, so I'm going to take that as a sign that it wants me to take the card. So let's see. The Emperor. The first one, I get this card. Stability and efficiency. Taking charge of a situation. Ambitious plans. All right, FG. See you later. Thank you for helping out. Nope. 3 of Ariel. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Two of Raphael. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. King of Michael. Wisdom and activity are important now. Stay in your integrity in a situation that calls for honest and open communication. All right, one more angel card for Leo. One more angel card for Leo. Seven of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, and claim your personal power. All right, so 5 archangel cards here. So 2026, Leo, I already see this is going to be a year of partnership for you. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a year of partnership for you. Now, partnership doesn't necessarily mean love. It could mean work or a contract or starting a business. But yeah, it's a pretty nice, interesting theme for your reading. You're the first one out of the zodiac signs I've done so far. I've done Aries, and now I'm down to you. That has a different type of perspective here. And I love that. So we're going to start with the first 6 months of the year. We're going to do January through June, and then July through December. All right, Leo, what we got? So January, we got the King of Pentacles. Oh, February, we got the Ace of Swords. Ten of Cups in March. Very good cards. Very good cards. Queen of Pentacles in April, reversed. Ooh, too many cards. Ooh. Hierophant for May. Two of Wands in reverse for June. Remember, with this deck, I read the reversals. With this deck, I do not. All right, now, in January, Leo, I see you in a very secure leadership position. Now, that doesn't mean you're a boss at work. It could also mean that you're the head of a project. It could mean that you're going to start your own business, or you already have your own business. But I do see you in a secure, prosperous starting position in January. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's in their element. He's the King of Coin. So I see you already starting off the year with success when it comes to money, and in your particular, how do you say it? I don't know how to say the word, but basically I'm saying people are going to look up to you. You're in your admiration phase here in January. Now in February, I see a lot of breakthroughs for you. There's going to be success. You're going to have mental clarity. Whatever you touch in the month of February, it's going to be victorious, all right? There's going to be some type of success in the form of communication, because the Swords is ruled by communication. So, Leo, let's just be honest. You are a natural star. You are somebody that people can't help but keep their eyes on. So if you're in the limelight in any type, shape, or form, whether you have a YouTube channel, whether you have a TikTok, whether you're on the news, TV, Whatever puts you in the limelight, that's what's going to be victorious for you in February. That's what's going to set you off. I'm going to get some clarity for this card, though. Ooh, King of Cups. Okay, so Leo, I did tell you at the beginning of your reading, the theme for your year is partnership. You might find your true love if you don't already have them by February. If you're not already partnered, I see somebody finding your true love. Hi, Debbie. Or if you're already partnered, I see you having a new commitment to love. So if you're partnered, you might be moving this to the next step towards marriage or commitment. But if you're not partnered, you're going to find your partner in February. And this person is perfect for you. Somebody who's in the King of Cups energy is at the top of emotional intelligence. They are going to give you what you want without you having to tell them. They're so intuitive that they're going to provide for you everything that you could possibly want emotionally and romantically. Now, of course, that physically, that goes without saying. The King of Cups is very intuitive. So he's going to know you perfectly. I'm not saying he's a he. Remember, there's no gender in tarot. It could be a woman if you're a man watching this, or if you're not heterosexual and you go for the same sex, it could be that partner that you're looking for. You know, I'm just saying that this person is your person. You will find this in February. Now, when it comes to March, I do see you being extremely happy. All right. This is divine love, divine harmony. This is happiness, success, contentment, love, support, all of that. So this person that you meet, if this is love, remember, I'm doing love and career, money, things of that nature. If this is love, I believe this is your soulmate or twin flame, all right? Because this person is going to make you so happy. This is your endgame person, all right? Now, if it's not love, I see you being just happy in life in general, having all your dreams come true by March. Now, in April, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, all right? Now, some people think that's selfishness, okay? Yes, it is to a degree, but sometimes it's okay to be selfish. So in April, I see yourself treating yourself. You might be taking more spa days. You might be going on trips. You might be buying yourself some clothes and some shoes. You know what? It's okay. It's okay for you to be selfish because you've earned it. You've put in the work. You've met the partner. Now I see yourself being all about yourself in April, and that's okay. I don't see anything wrong with it because following April, I see you here in May in the Hierophant energy. All right. Now, this could mean many things. I often see the Hierophant when it comes to love as a marriage card. You might be getting married in May. All right. Or if it's not marriage, I see you get into a trusted partnership. I see you being very wise in the March of the month of May. You're going to have divine wisdom at that time. 5 also indicates change. So something in May might be changing. Now, the fact that May is the 5th month of the year and the Hierophant is a 5 card, something might be very significant on the 5th of May or Cinco de Mayo, because that is a holiday that, you know, that's to celebrate in America for whatever the reason. But anyway, I would pay extra attention to Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, might be getting married. Maybe an event on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. But let's go ahead and get some clarity there. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. You are in your element by May, okay? You're going to have it all in May. the commitment, the money, the looks, the attraction, the praise, the admiration of others. Leo, I was going to say I'm jealous of you, Leo, but I forget that I have a Leo rising. So, yeah, good for you. May is going to be a great month for you, Leo. Now, when it comes to June, I have the Two of Wands. I'm going to have a margarita too, by the way. Now, when it comes to June, I see you taking it easy. I see you finally kind of like resting. I see you taking a moment to pause and reflect and look back at everything you've done. I don't see you planning anything. I see you honestly just taking it easy in June, and that's fine. Everybody needs a time to rest. All right? Everybody needs a time to rest in June. I see you doing that in June. I see you just chilling, relaxing, and finally like, you know what? I got money. I got the perfect partner. I'm happy. I see you being just at peace by June. All right? Again, your theme was partnerships, and I see a lot of partnership in your reading already. All right, let's do the last 6 months, Leo. We're going to do July through December. Yep, that wants to fly out. Ooh, Star card. It was sideways, so when the card is sideways, I flip it up. Oop. Hold on. This one wanted to come out. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Oop. That one wants to come out, so I'm going to take that one out. Ooh, the Empress in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Two cards. Oh, Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups. Oh, too many cards. Two of Wands again in reverse. All right. All right. By July, Leo, you're like at this place of renewal, good fortune. You're at this rejuvenation part by June. Like, what can I tell you other than the fact that your wishes came true? I have to cover the card a little bit because, you know, YouTube guidelines. But this card indicates that all your wishes have come true. All your wishes have come true. It's a wish fulfillment. You feel like calm. You have faith in everything now. You feel like you finally met your purpose in life. And yeah, that's all there is for June. I mean, in July, that's you're happy. You have a wish fulfillment by July. Now, August, I will say this. You do have a little bit of a battle in August. All right. Not everything can be all rosy. Sometimes things happen. There might be something that happens that causes a negative impact on your current success so far. Because Wheel of Fortune upright is good luck, abundance, going in the right direction, whereas reverse, it can mean the opposite, going in the wrong direction. Might be a negative phase in your life. Sometimes bad luck. We're going to figure out what it is, all right, Leo? We're going to figure out what it is. I know some of you Leos are thinking, but August is my birthday month. That can't happen. I just heard that one of y'all say that. Oh, Leo, you're going to have a lot of haters. in August. Nothing that you're not used to, though. You know how to fight off haters. There are going to be some haters coming back. They're circling back into your life, trying to take what you've earned, trying to diminish your value. They are literally either, okay, look at you fighting them haters off. Look at you. What I'm going to tell you is, Leo, don't let it affect you. Now, Leo, you know you're my favorite sign, right? I tell you guys that all the time. But just because you're my favorite sign doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you how you are. You know you like the limelight. You know you like attention. And when people don't like you, it does affect you. It kind of affects your sense of self-worth. So don't kill the messenger. You're still my favorite sign, okay? Don't forget that. But I do see that people treating you badly in August is going to take an effect on your value and your worth. And what I'm being told to tell you is please don't let that happen. You are the sun, okay? These other planets would not be able to exist unless they revolved around you. So just remember that. Remember who you are, Leo, okay? Now, when it comes to September, you have the Empress in reverse, okay? If you choose, and this is what it's going to say, if you choose to let these people affect you, it is going to block you, all right? It's going to affect your concentration. It's going to cause anxiety. And when you're not at your best, Leo, it can affect your lack of self-worth, all right? Because the Empress is the card of creation and birth. So when she's reversed, she has no creative inspiration. She's blocked. She can doubt herself. And for a small percentage of you Leos, I'm seeing infidelity here. I'm going to say you, okay? Because this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it very strongly here. You can be very tempted during this month to stray on your partner to get your sense of self-worth back, all right? And if you choose to do that, please keep in mind the Empress is the card of fertility. So if you choose to stray on your partner, you do have that high probability of either becoming pregnant or impregnating somebody. So please keep that in mind. So when it comes to the end of the year, pay extra attention to August and September, all right? Now, October, I do see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. Now, this type of selfishness, you're being a little self-centered, okay, but not in the good way as it was in the beginning of the year. Like right now, my ear is ringing off the hook. My ear is hurting. Okay, I get the message. I'm saying it. Please don't be too self-indulgent that you forget about your partner, that you forget about the people who love you and the people who support you and the people who care about you. I see you focusing on you only here. But don't forget the people who uplifted you and supported you to get you to this point, all right? Yeah, it's deception. It's toxic. If you're still being selfish, if you're still committing infidelity, if you committed it here, that lie is going to catch up to you. That, you're going to find out that that did not give you what you need. It was deception. It didn't give you what you needed, all right? It's not going to fulfill you. Remember, I don't sugarcoat things, guys. I do not sugarcoat things. I tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. By November, I see the Ace of Cups in reverse with the 10 of Cups. This can mean heartbreak, a loss of love, repressed emotions. If this comes into fruition, remember, I want you to be careful with August and September. in October, if that comes into fruition and your partner finds out, there's going to be some heavy heartache. And I believe this card came out with it, Leo, because remember I told you this came out in the beginning of the year? It's going to affect the relationship. It's going to affect the happy home that you two built together. All right? You might have the money. You have the looks. You have the admiration. But if you let these haters mess with your life and cause this to happen, they got exactly what they wanted. And you're too good for that, Leo. You are the sun. They revolve around you, not the other way around. You don't need other people to make you shine. Remember, you swallow up planets. All right? Planets can't destroy you, but you can destroy them. And your theme is partnership. That is your card, the strength card, Leo. You are being told to have strength, to have willpower. You are too divine to risk this. This is the divine masculine with the divine feminine. This is perfect union, a perfect balance. Your partner is the perfect balance for you. Others' validation does not matter when this is what you have. December, I see a lot of fear of the unknown. I see you contemplating, reevaluating, wondering where to go to next. The Hermit. There is a strong possibility, Leo, strong possibility that you might end the year in hermit mode. Does that mean you'll be alone? Possibly. It also could mean that you're taking a moment to look within, to see where you need to grow, where you need to develop, where you need to change, to be a better person. The Hermit upright is a wise person who's really looking into themselves so they know where to go forward from here. All right? You have an amazing year in the beginning. You still have your money, you'll still have your success, and you'll still have the admiration, but you do have a possibility of losing your perfect partner if you're not careful in the months of August to September to October, possibly November. So keep that in mind, because I want you to have a wonderful year. I want you to keep that love. Other than that, Leo, I love you. You're still my favorite sign. Don't kill the messenger. All right, you guys, we are moving on to Virgo. You guys know I love you because my voice is starting to get harsh because I've been talking for hours. These reads are very long because they're the New Year's reads. All right, Virgo. Virgo, I will be pulling 5 Archangel cards for you to set the theme for your year. Zia probably didn't show up. She's like, girl, I'm not moderating that long live for you. That's crazy. Love you, Zia. All right. All right. Perspective. Archangel Shamuel. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Two of Raphael. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Five of Michael. The situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. One more card for Virgo. I have a Virgo moon, so I'm curious what this is about. Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing what to do. So let's take a look at the theme for your year, Virgo. All right, so I already see the theme with your cards. You definitely have a release that you may need to let go of. And there's definitely something that you need to change. You're being asked to change in order to become the better version of yourself. Now, Virgo, I don't see that being hard for you, honestly. You are somebody who does seek perfection. That's just who you are. You are the perfectionist of the zodiac. And you have no problem changing because you are a mutable sign. The mutable signs had a very hard time compared to the other zodiac signs in 2025. The mutable signs are Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. We had to let go of a lot last year. Last year was our purging year. Well, we're still in the year, but you know what I mean. So for you, Virgo, you're being told to change your strategy up. The reason I know that is because I see a lot of cards that tell me that there's a better way. The situation does not serve you. Take action. Your plans will work out very well. There will be success. And you may find love this year if you don't already have it. It says a kindred spirit. That could also mean a friendship. You never know. My Virgo team, my Mercury sibling. I love Virgos. I know Virgos don't necessarily like Geminis, but I'm a Gemini that happens to love Virgos. Even though I know y'all don't like me, I still love you anyway. I always like to tease Virgos. I always say they're my brother, my sister. Gemini is the annoying little sibling, while Virgo is the older sibling, like telling Gemini to calm down. Wheel of Fortune, January. The Lovers. Ooh, the Lovers in February. Definitely not taking all those cards. All I gotta say is I'm glad I switched my table around, because now when the cards fall, I don't have to get up out my chair. Oh, High Priestess. The Death card. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, well, I'm going to take both those cards. All right, Virgo, I see a change instant change in January for a positive direction. You have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Everybody else who had that card had it reversed. You're the first one to have it upright. So I see very good luck coming into your life starting in January. For some reason, you have a turning point, a profound turning point that happens in January. You might have released something recently in this year. You might have released something in 2025 that was significant to you. I want to say it was something that was not easy for you to release, but sometimes when we release something that's hard to release, something better and greater comes along. So I do see a good start for January. All right. Like no more ups and downs. No more blocks, basically. So whatever was holding you back in 2025 is no longer there. It's released. I see good luck coming towards you. I see good karma coming towards you. I think whatever cycle was not serving you is gone, and you're coming into a new cycle. Yes, you released a toxic union. So union doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, all right? It can mean a partnership with friendship or even a job, but it was toxic, all right? There might have been an addiction in this union. Like one of you could have been obsessed with the other, or maybe you were both obsessed with each other, or it could be one of those things where you guys are just addicted to the pain and you guys can't let go. You know what I'm saying? Because that was released, you come into the Wheel of Fortune. You come into an abundance era. And I don't know if you saw my short video I posted yesterday, Virgo. I was not kidding. I'm playful sometimes on the shorts, but yesterday I said, if you're going to kiss somebody for New Year's Eve, make sure it's a person that has good energy, good intention, is the type of energy that you want for the year. If you don't have somebody like that, don't kiss anybody tonight, all right? I'm just letting you know because your year's about to start off amazing. Now in February, you have the Lovers reversed, all right? Now, this is actually a good card, even in reverse. It means you're having a lot of self-love. You're loving yourself. You're not depending on anybody else for love, all right? And if you're trying to find love in February, I know it sucks because a lot of people celebrate Valentine's Day and nobody wants to be alone on Valentine's Day when they celebrate it. But that is not the month to find a partner for you. I'm just saying that's a month where you have to concentrate on loving yourself, learning from your past mistakes, understanding what values that you want. All right? That February is going to be a good month for you, Virgo. You're going to come into the next month knowing exactly what to do. Because in March, I see you in the high priestess position. All right? That means you're coming into your psychic ability, your strong intuition, your sense of self. You are going to be so powerful in your self-love by March that nobody can mess with you. All right? You're going to trust yourself. You're going to trust your decisions. And not only that, Virgo, whatever standards and boundaries that you have for yourself that you did not enforce, because let's be honest, when we really love somebody and care about somebody, we let them push our boundaries. But by March, you're like, no, I'm not doing that. If somebody loves me, they're going to respect my boundaries. So I see you doing that in March. Because in April, you have the Death card. You're going to have such a transformative energy in April. The old you is officially dead by that point. The old you is officially dead. And now you're ready to be reborn. Because the Death card is the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is transformative energy. So you're transforming. You're having new beginnings. You're becoming into this new metamorphosis cycle. I'm going to get some clarification on that Death card. goodness gracious. Okay. You looking good to somebody in April. Because you killed the old version of yourself, because you became more intuitive, because you came into your power and developed your own self-love, you are attracting somebody. All right. You are attracting somebody who is going to love you the right way. If it's not romantic love, it's going to be a friendship that adds value to your life, because you can love your friends. Like, I have friends that I love, not romantically, platonically, right? So if you don't have a love mate coming to you, you're going to have a true friend who really cares about you by April. And they're going to love you the right way. They're not going to push your boundaries. They're going to respect your choices. They're going to know exactly what you need from them, and they're going to provide that. All right? Now, when it comes to May, I see the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is a month where you have to learn what you want to do in life, all right? The 8 of Pentacles is a hard worker. Sorry. It's a hard worker, and it's going towards something. But when it's in reverse, this is somebody who's working hard but not inspired. There's somebody who is not taking joy in what they're doing. So this month is something that you need to learn how to change up for yourself. So if you don't want to work in customer service no more, don't work in customer service. Find a job where you can be in solitude. If you don't like working for somebody else, stop working for somebody else. Figure out a way to do it. Because right here in May, I see stagnant energy. I see you being uninspired in May. Not for love, just career. So let's get some clarification here. Virgo, you're going to have to make a drastic change in May. 5 is the number of change. Whatever is not serving you, if it's not fulfilling you, cut it off. Cut it off. And I'm not going to lie to you, Virgo. You're probably going to hurt some people's feelings. They're going to probably walk away from you. And like, let's say you're really close to your coworkers, or maybe your boss depends on you so much that he gives you extra work as a reward for doing a good job. I never understood that. I never understood that. But you're like, you're seeing through the BS, and you're like, I think wherever you're working or whatever you're doing to make money at this particular moment in time, you're being taken advantage of. And I see that you have way too much skill or knowledge at what you do to let other people take advantage of your skill. So it's time to cut that off. And not to be rude, Virgo, but who cares what they feel? They're not living your life. They're not paying your bills. Make the change and don't feel guilty about it. I know Virgo is the sign of service, and they like to help other people, and they put other people's needs above themselves. In May, you're being told not to do that. Think of yourself. Be selfish. It's okay. Now, in June, if for whatever the reason you're not with this person yet, and this is just a love friendship, I do see a spicy new beginning in June. I see a new project possibly. I see new beginnings, especially when it comes to the spicy department. However, the 8 of Swords came out with it. So there's some hesitation here with this beginning. You might be a little pessimistic here, Virgo, and you don't see the situation as safe. But when it's the 8 of Swords, it's all in your head, Virgo. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't have negative thoughts. This is, it's a spicy new beginning. Or if you do end up with this person, you might be intimate. You might be intimate for the first time with this person in the month of June. All right. So somebody, I don't know if it's you or the other person. Let's say you do meet this person and you do fall in love and you're still together in June and you're finally intimate for the first time. If it's not you, it's probably the other person. They have a fear that you might not meet their expectation, or vice versa. They feel like they might not meet your expectations. So which is probably why it took so long to get to that point, because here you skip a month without doing anything and you finally get here. So just keep that in mind. All right, now we're gonna move to July to December. There's a motorcycle playing in the background. I have no idea why it's so loud and they keep going up and down my street. So if you hear that, I apologize. Nope, that wants to come out. Yeah, it's reversed. Okay, Temperance. Oop. Four of Cups. Eight of Wands. Oh, that wants to come out. Eight of Swords. Oh, that wants to come out. Eight of Cups in reverse. One more card. Hermit in reverse. Okay, so in July, okay, Virgo, I'm saying this too. I'm a Virgo moon, okay? So be careful not to overindulge in July. A lot of people don't know this about Virgos. When we have a sense of depression or sadness or loss of self-control, we tend to overindulge. And I'm saying we because I have a Virgo moon. It's very strong in my chart. They can escape to things like alcohol, even physical intimacy, overindulging in food. So if for some reason you're going through a sad phase in July, be careful. Let's say you eat too much, you're going to gain weight. Let's say you drink too much, you might do a drunk text one night, or be very, in a certain mood and hook up with the wrong person. I'm just saying, be careful in July. Don't overindulge in July. All right. Actually, I made some clarity on that. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so in July, Virgo, I see the Queen of Pentacles. That's your card. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody, and like I told you earlier, you're the sign of service. You tend to overgive. You tend to want to help all the time, that sometimes you don't look out for yourself. So if you find yourself extending too much of your energy to other people instead of yourself, I know it's going to be hard. Instead of overindulging in something that you know is not good for you, just separate yourself in that situation. That's what you're being told to do in July, all right? Now, in August, I see the Four of Cups, okay? So you're disconnecting from something. You're reevaluating something at this point in time. You're being offered something, but it's not quite enough. So let's go ahead and get some clarification there. Oh, it's gone. Death card. Okay. So I see an ending of some sort. Huh. Well, what ended? What ended? What ended? What ended? There's something that you are waiting on that hasn't quite come into fruition by August. And it's like you're kind of giving up on that dream in August. But I don't see it defeating you. I see you contemplating something else. I'm like, okay, you know what? I tried this. It's not working for me. So I'm going to cut it off and end it. Because you aren't getting any satisfaction from it. I don't see negative necessarily. I just see more of, you know what? It didn't work out. And I'm not going to deal with it anymore. And that's it. I don't see sadness, if that makes sense. I see more of acceptance. Whatever you were planting your seeds for. I don't think it's love, though. I want to say it's more of a financial venture. You're just cutting your losses. Like, you know what? On to the next. Now, I do see you in September having strong, speedy movement. You're making some type of swift change towards something. Wands is passionate energy. Let's find out what that is. You could be traveling somewhere in September. I mean, September is a birthday month for Virgo. Oh. Virgo, you might be, if you're still with that person we were talking about in the beginning of the year, I think you're ready to make the next step by that point, by September. Which kind of shocks me because Virgos like to take their time and evaluate before they make a commitment to somebody. But if the connection is as strong as I thought it was in the beginning, I see you wanting to move this connection forward quick, fast, and in a hurry. I think you probably see this person like, you know what, this person's perfect for me. They're the one. They're doing everything I want them to do. I don't want to lose this person. Let me go ahead and make that move. Let me make them mine. So if it's not marriage, you're basically saying, yo, we're a couple. I'm your man, you're my woman, or you're my woman. You know what I mean? We're making this a commitment. We're making this official. Now in October, I have the 8 of Swords. So there's some type of hesitation or self-imposed restriction that you're putting upon yourself in October. There's a lot of overthinking. So let's see what's going on here. Oh. It's like, okay, Virgo, this is something that I see most Virgos need to work on. When it's October, it's like when something's so good to be true, you don't believe it. Like you don't accept it for what it is. Sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm happy. I'm in love. They're making me so good, but then you're like, but there's got to be something wrong with it. There's got to be something imperfect. So you come into the Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords is somebody who spies, who observes, goes poking around looking for information. The Page of Swords is really notorious for going through somebody's social media, creating a fake account, poking their nose where they don't belong because they're trying to find some type of information. All right. Don't do that self-sabotage thing. If it's good, enjoy it. If it's good, enjoy it, all right? Don't question it, especially when you have this theme for your reading, all right? Now, when it comes to November, I have the Eight of Cups in reverse, all right? It's like you have this fear of losing something. Like, it's a fear of... It's also an emotional circle back. You know what I'm saying? When it's upright, you're walking away from something that once brought you love and happiness. When it's reversed, you're reverting back to it. I don't know what happened in your past relationship, Virgo, but apparently it got you to the point to where you're doubting and it's affecting any future relationships. So you keep circling back to what the past person did to you and you're bringing it into the new relationship. Don't do that. Do not do that. I really hope you guys don't hear that motorcycle in the background. I'm about to go out there and be not only a Gemini, but a Latina and be like, what the heck? But anyway, yeah, I see you circling back to those old thoughts from the old relationship and bringing it into the new one, Virgo. Don't do that. Don't do that self-sabotage thing that you do. King of Pentacles. Do you notice how I have a Queen of Pentacles over here and a King of Pentacles over here? When I see two suits of the same deck, a king and a queen especially, or if it's an emperor and empress, and I'm talking about love, that is the person you're supposed to be with. They are your perfect match. And check this out. They're an earth sign like you. I'm not saying you're going to be with an earth sign. I'm saying that the cards are. I'm just saying that you're a perfect match. Don't mess this up is what I'm trying to tell you, Virgo. Don't mess this up. All right. Now, in December, you're in hermit mode, but in reverse. Now, the hermit is the card of Virgo. This is your card, Virgo. This is somebody who is withdrawing, who's lost their way. Okay, Virgo. I'm gonna give you some tough love. I'm gonna give you some tough love. All right. And I'm gonna say this because I care. Do not go back to your old habits, okay? Virgo in reverse, going towards deception. Because that's what it is, it's deception. All right? It's deception. You have, like I said, I didn't see a lot for money this year, but I did see a lot of love for you. I see you finding your perfect mate this year. Your true partner this year. I see a commitment here. If not married, definitely a commitment to each other. In October, do not tell yourself this is too good to be true. all right? And if you've, like I said, the whole point of these tarot readings are to remind you of what you already know what to do, because you know what to do. This is just confirmation of what to do and what not to do. This is just confirmation of don't do what you know you're not supposed to do, okay? That's the whole point of tarot, is to help and to reconfirm, all right? I am happy, though. I am happy that you'll be finding your true partner this year. And you know what? I hope it's one of those annoying Geminis. Just kidding. Or maybe I'm not. Who knows? Just teasing. Gotta tease my Mercury sibling. I'm excited too, Debbie. I'm excited too. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna take off this jacket. Starting to get a little warm in here. All right, I am doing Libra now. Now, my voice is starting to go, guys. I know you probably hear it's a little squeaky, but remember, I've been doing this for several hours. So now I'm moving on to Libra. So please forgive me. All right. All right, Libra. We have 5 Archangel cards I'm going to pull for the theme of your reading. And then we're going to break down each month by month. We'll start for the first 6 months and then the last 6 months. Epiphany. Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth. Be the light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Knight of Ariel. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Four of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. I already see the theme of your reading, Libra. I already see the theme of your reading. Five of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Libra, your theme is to find yourself without other people. It's time for you to take comfort in your own company. I'm not telling you that because I'm saying you're going to be lonely. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is don't get lost in other people. Do not take on the energy of other people because you feel like it's safer. You are being told to meditate. You're being told to take time for yourself. And if you're a Libra that works way too hard to accomplish a goal because you want to keep improving and improving and improving, universe is telling you to stop, relax, rest. This is the year that you need to find yourself again. That is your theme. All right, we have the Fool for January, reversed. Oop. Three of Cups, February, reversed. Eight of Pentacles, reversed, March. Yes, Gemini has been done. You just got to rewind the live, dear. Page of Wands, reversed, April. You got a lot of reversals. Two cards. King of Swords, reversed. Eight of Swords for May. Libra, you're the first reading that I've done where I want to cry. I feel like I want to cry. I feel like I want to hug you. Five of Swords in June. Libra, why do I get the feeling in 2025 you were hurt by the people that were the closest to you, that you were hurt by your friends, by your family, or people that you trusted? Why do I feel that so heavy? Libra, if you haven't purged these people in your life already, 2026, do not carry them with you to 2026, because in January, I see the Fool card in reverse. It means that you're hesitating, you're holding back. It's like you're resisting the urge to let these people go, but you know what? When you do that, it's not exactly the best choice. In fact, the Fool reverse is basically telling you this is not a good decision, it's not a good choice. Do not hold on to these people. What do you gain by holding on to them? Because let me tell you, it's worse to feel alone when surrounded by people than to feel alone when you're by yourself. There's no lonelier feeling than feeling alone when you're surrounded by people. Because in February, I see you drowning your sorrows in February with the Three of Cups in reverse. Even if you're not a drinker, Libra, you will overindulge in something. You might do heavy partying. You might be heavy eating. You might participate in gossip with the wrong crowd. You might overindulge in physical intimacy with people who don't deserve access to your body. And let me tell you, it's going to be with people who take advantage of you, Libra. And one thing I know about Libra, you guys are so harmonious. You guys are the peacekeepers of the zodiac. You don't ever like to upset anybody. You like to keep the peace. And because you guys do that, you tend to not think of yourselves. You will make other people happy just to keep the peace, even though you're sad and miserable and broken inside. And I'm not saying that's how you are. Like, if that's who you are doing right now. That could be. But like I told you, the theme of your reading was for isolation and to learn to love yourself and figure out who you are. Because in March, I see the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you put on this front to look perfect and to self-develop. But that hard work that you're doing is misdirected. You shouldn't be working hard for the sake of others. You should be doing it for yourself. All right? And I do see you carrying this energy. I do. Libra, I need you to stop and listen to me for just one moment, all right? Listen to me just one moment. If I'm telling you something you don't want to hear, it's because you need to hear it. I don't want to risk losing a viewer because I'm telling you pretty things. And I'm telling you hard things that you need to hear, because I'm not telling you something that you want to hear. I'm telling you something that you need to hear. All right? So please don't kill the messenger here, because right now I'm seeing this theme follow you into June right now. That's why I'm not clarifying any of the cards, because it's the same repetitive thing I'm seeing. Because in March, I see you working hard for the sake of others instead of yourself. In April, I see you procrastinating on the change and doing things for yourself. You are not passionate about anything at this point. Right now, you're just too busy in keeping others happy that you are neglecting yourself. You're lacking direction still in April. In May, I see the King of Swords in reverse. Swords energy is air energy. Libra, you are an air sign. But the thing that came out with the King of Swords is the Eight of Swords. This card is the person who thinks that they're trapped, but they're really not. This is a person who's stuck in their head thinking, well, if I leave, if I stop doing this, I'm going to be hurt. No, 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 no. That's not true. That you're not really in danger, Libra. You know what to do, but because you're not doing it, you're putting yourself in the reverse position. And the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who has no control of their emotions. All right? They are denying who they are. They're not being their true authentic self, and it's putting them in a reverse position. Now, in June, I see people still taking advantage of you. All right? But it's a 5 card. It is a 5 card, meaning, Libra, it's time for a change. This is not working, Libra. This is not working. And the change that needs to be made is to cut them off. Your angels couldn't be any more clearer. They are telling you to cut them off. If you need me to read the cards again, it says insights that come from a quiet meditation, the need for more sleep and time off. Withdraw from the drama of others. Seek out other possibilities. Be aware of your own emotions. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Joy through spiritual growth. These angel cards couldn't be any more clearer. They couldn't be any more clearer. And I'm sorry if I'm coming out strong, but Libra, somebody has to tell you. It's not okay to be mistreated when you're just trying to love them. Okay, I'm crying now. I'm crying. I'm telling you guys, I feel the energy of the cards when I read them, and I want to cry for you, because you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. You need to let them go, Libra. You need to let them go. I'm going to go to your last 6 months. If I could hug you, I would. Might have to call my sister. She's a Libra, you know? Finally, here we go. Ugh. That card was making me work for it. Hierophant. Nope. 2 cards. Beautiful. All right, Libra. Going into July, I see the Magician reversed. By this time, I feel like your confidence has lacked. I feel like you feel so worn down by this point in time. But I will say this. When you're at your lowest, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You're going to be forced to go up. You're going to have no other choice here. Yeah, it's going to... July is going to be your breaking month. July is going to be the month where you're doing some final self-reflection, when you're finally going into your solitude, when you're finally meditating. You're going to finally do what you have to do. However, I'm going to say this. Be prepared. It's going to come at the cost of something dramatic. All right? It might be a betrayal. It might be hurtful words. It might be a death in the family. All right? But it's going to be so profound that you're finally going to change and see your self-worth. Because in August, I finally seen you catch a break, Libra. I finally see you catching a break with this 10 of coin. If a person does pass away, Libra, I see you getting a large inheritance from this. Because that is the card of family. If it's not a person that passes away and it's just coming from a big dramatic instance, I see it benefiting you financially. Let's say it's coworkers that you thought were your friends and you had to leave that job and you went to another job that pays you even more money, that makes you happy. Because this is a happy card. This is long-term success. This is financial security. So I finally see you catching a break in August, a well-deserved break. Now, if September, I really see a good change for you because the 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. And when it's upright, it's a feeling of being left out in the cold. But when it's reversed, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be leaving people out in the cold. You're not going to give people your energy anymore, Libra. You're like, no, I ain't dealing with this. I'm done with you. I'm sorry, I'm having a happy tear right now. I'm happy for you now. October, the Hierophant. I see something so good coming for you in October. September and October, your birthday months, you know? And I'm glad it's coming in time for your birthday. You deserve it. You're going to forgive those who hurt you, but you're not going to give them access to your life anymore because now you're in the energy of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is somebody who makes wise, good decisions, who is a leader, who inspires others. And unexpected things are going to come your way, Libra. Good unexpected things. I also see this being the card of commitment. So somebody might be coming into your life during October if you're not already with someone. And I see it being a good person who balances you, brings good into your life. And because you came into your power, you no longer have the urge to people please anymore. You no longer have the urge to have people accept you just so you don't have to be alone anymore. I believe that feeling is completely subsided by that point in time. Now in November, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. Now, someone is going to be tempted by your energy, Libra, They're going to see you as somebody who is very giving, someone who's peaceful, someone who can benefit them, and they don't have good intentions. So keep in mind in November, you might have an emperor coming towards your direction. Now, the emperor is somebody who is very controlling, all right? They can be narcissistic. They're stubborn as heck. And they might see your energy as weakness. They might see you as somebody who's easily manipulated, all right? Be mindful of that person in November. So if they're coming into your life, and I'm dare say, if they're love bombing you, Libra, if they are love bombing you, run away. Run away. They want to take advantage of you. That is your warning for November. Now in December, I see you doing something great. You are, let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Let me show you the card, okay? This is a card of building something better for the future. You are building something for yourself. I believe you're going to take whatever money that you came into later on in the year and investing it into something else and making it grow to something better. I do see this as a start of a good financial future for you, like a step to build wealth. I'm gonna get some clarification. I do see you investing in something here in December, and I do see it being very, very beneficial for you since this is in the upright position. Yes, look, 10 of, oh my gosh, yeah, look. We have 10 of coins twice here for you, Libra. So I see you ending the year with money and happiness, even more money than you started with. All right. Libra, I'm very happy that it ended this way. I know it was a rough beginning. And I'm so sorry that you went through so much pain in 2025, and you might have to endure some of it in 2026, but you're the one who's going to come out on top. You are going to be the winner. You are being the one that people admire and love and inspire. And I can't wait to hear your good news. All right, Libra. Lots of love, lots of peace. Namaste. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Again, these are very long readings, guys, so it's going to be a while before I get the timestamps out. I still have 4 more zodiac signs to do, and then we will be done. All right. Scorpio, I will be pulling 4 archangel cards to set the theme for the year for your reading. So let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. Perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Page of Raphael. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. One last card. Nine of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. All right. Let's see what your theme air is, Scorpio. All right. So I actually see two themes for you, Scorpio. One of the themes I see, especially with the Nine of Michaels, is that you have to quit putting the worst case scenario in your head. You have to quit being negative and mistrusting. You tend to do that first before actually really knowing what's going on. All right. I'm telling you, that's one of your things. Do not think negative. Do not assume. Do not believe something is happening unless you have proof. Before you start thinking it, have proof. All right. That's one of your themes. I also see that with this card too, where it says, pause for self-reflection and insight. All right. Your worry is unnecessary. I also see for you to stay focused on your goals and ambitions with Nine of Ariel and Nine of Gabriel. It says, hard work leads to great success. Stay determined and move forward. I dare say you may also have a possible new love interest if you're not already involved. All right, Scorpio. Forgive me, I have to light some more sage because these are very long readings and they're requiring a lot of energy out of me. I do apologize for this. One moment. All right, Scorpio, please forgive me. My voice is starting to become harsh. I've been reading for many hours straight and I still have several zodiac signs to go. So we're going to be starting from January to June, and then we'll do July to December. Page of Wands, January. Eight of Swords, reverse, February. Two cards want to flip up. Four of Wands reversed, Six of Wands. That's for March. Three of Cups, April. Sun card reversed, May. Seven of Swords, June. Okay. So I do see you wanting to start something that you're passionate about in January, Scorpio. And that card pretty much indicates that there's so much potential. And potential usually means good direction to go for. So let's go ahead and get started and get some clarification on that card. So I see you in January, like you're ready to get things started. You're ready to get things going in a good direction for yourself. And you want it to be something that you're good at, that you're passionate about. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you're discovering something about yourself Scorpio. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, I think you're ready to have more nurturing in your life. If you're not with somebody right now, Scorpio, you're looking for somebody who has the Queen of Pentacles energy. You're looking for somebody who will understand you, take care of you, provide you the nurturing love that you require. I know it sounds like I'm describing a mom. That's not what I mean. It's like you want somebody to be your peace, I guess. And I hate using that word because people should bring their own peace and not have to depend on somebody else for their peace. That doesn't make sense to me. But who am I to say? You just want somebody who's going to add to your life. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, that's not a judgmental. I didn't mean to sound that way, but I just want to make sure that's clear. I want people to know that you're looking for someone to add peace to your life, not bring peace to your life. So forgive me if that's not a judgmental. I apologize. That's not the way I meant to come across. But my question is why? My question is why? And if you're already partnered, Scorpio, you could be partnered with the earth sign. Or maybe that person that you're with is not giving you what you need. Three of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So January. Okay. I have a lot of interpretations for January for you, Scorpio. So if you're not looking for a partner to bring you peace, nurturing, to give you what you need emotionally, you're probably with a partner who's not doing that with you or for you. They also could be a partner that overindulges in things. They probably go out and party. They probably drink a lot. Or maybe you drink a lot to escape them. And now in January, you're like, you know what? I need somebody who's going to match my energy. I need a good partner that's going to bring out my best. You know, I want to inspire them and I want them to inspire me. And right now my current situation is just not working. And I do see you bringing that energy into February, which is the Eight of Swords in reverse. At this point in time, you know what to do to improve your situation. However, it's difficult for you to do it because you're so used to this. You're afraid of change. You fear change might make the situation worse, so you don't do it even though you know what to do. You're just choosing not to at this point in time. But your angel is telling you there is a better way. There is a better way. Pause for reflection, insight. Be different. Do something that you don't normally do, and it will benefit you. Your angels will never steer you wrong. Now, in March, I do see you finally making a decision. In March, you see how this is in reverse? This is also, some people look at it and see the 11-11 in there. So if you are partnered to somebody that doesn't match your energy, I do see you ending things officially, like divorcing them, breaking up with them, just ending things. And I do see you being happy following that. All right. I do see you. Like I told you, you have so many themes in your reading, Scorpio. You have more themes than all the other zodiac signs. But this particular theme on love, if you are partnered, you will end it and you will be happy. You will feel very confident within yourself. And now you're ready to seek off Queen of Pentacles energy for yourself. All right. Now in April, I see the Three of Cups. I see celebration. I see happiness. I see you coming into yourself in April because you released what no longer served you. And now you're at this point in time where like, I can do what I need to do now. Honestly, I see you working on yourself. One second. Oh, sorry. I don't read reversals for this deck. Sorry. I don't read reversals for this deck, you guys. Just the other deck. So Ace of Swords upright. That's victorious. And that's victory. that is a new beginning for you. And it's a prosperous new beginning. Now, Swords energy is air energy. It's mental energy. It's creativity even. I believe when you come into April, you are going to be the master of communication. And that means like you're going to know how to talk to people. You're going to know how to approach people. If you used to be shy, I see you not being shy anymore. And I see that opening up more doors for you, honestly. Now in May, I see the Sun card in reverse. All right. Scorpio, this is why I told you in the beginning, don't create negative scenarios that haven't even happened. Don't create a storyline in your head when there's no proof of it. And remember, I told you that with these two cards that your angels are trying to tell you don't do that, because what happens when you do, it causes depression, it causes doubt, it causes, you know, it just creates sadness for you, honestly. This is a lesson that you have to learn, Scorpio. All right. As I told Libra, I'm going to tell you what you need to know, because that's what a tarot reader is supposed to do. We're not supposed to make things easier to hear. We're not supposed to bring you false positive messages if the message is not there. We tell you what you need to know, and please do not hate me or be upset with me when I'm giving you this news, but I need you to know that those negative thoughts are hindering your blessings. They're blocking your progress. Because in June, I see the Seven of Swords. That is somebody, this is the card of deception. But this is nothing that somebody else did, all right? This is something that you caused. It's like you're deceiving yourself. You're betraying yourself. You're hindering yourself. And I believe it's because that's all you're used to. You've become so used to this feeling that it's hard for you to let go. It's hard for you to let go. I'm going to get some clarity on this, all right, Scorpio? But Scorpio, if you don't let it go, you're going to be continuing to have that anxiety and that worry and that sadness. And I don't want that for you. You and Libra are taking a lot of energy out of me today. My heart hurts for you, honestly. I can feel your pain through my cards. This is why I sage every single time, because if I don't, it's just too much. And Scorpio, you deserve good things, Scorpio. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm telling you right now that you deserve good things. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. And whatever negative thoughts you're telling yourself, they're not true. Okay? Let's go to the last 6 months of the year, which is July through December. I'm going to cough. Forgive me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I have been talking for several hours straight doing your readings. All right, let's do July through December. Let's hope for some better news for you. We're going to put it out there. You're going to get good news the last 6 months. Two of Wands in reverse, July. Too many cards. A lot of cards are falling out. Only 2 or less, please, Spirit. Only 2 or less. Seven of Swords. Oop, that one flipped up. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, one card flipped up, guys. Actually, your cards are flipping up kind of weird, Scorpio. Ah, okay. I will tell you this. The pain won't last all year. All right? It will not last all year. Now, in July, I see you doing a lot of self-reflection. I see you putting a pause on things. I see you playing it safe, which is okay. It's okay to play things safe. However, remember that your Archangel Shamiel is saying there's a better way. Dare to be different. All right? So if you need to take July off to do some self-reflection, do it. Use that time wisely. I'm being told to tell you to write things down every time you have a negative thought and then to write a positive outcome from it. That just popped in my head for no dang reason, and I don't tell people that. I don't tell people that on a regular basis. I just don't. That just came in my head. July should be your reflection month. Should be your healing month. And also being told to tell you to stay away from others in July as much as possible. Of course, if you got to go to work, go to work. Okay? But if you tend to come from a family that criticizes you and judges you every time you visit, I'm being told to tell you to stay away from your family because they're the ones who developed your mindset, I believe. And I'm also being told to stay away from friends who don't promote your growth. Like drinking buddies, that's not going to help you improve, all right? You need to surround yourself with people who show up when you need them. But if you don't have anyone in your life like that right now, I'm being told to tell you in July, practice as much solitude as possible. Now, in August, we have the Seven of Swords, all right? You had this card before in the first 6 months. So now I'm going to get some more clarity on this. Page of Swords. I'm going to get another card. Oh my. Okay, Scorpio, remember, in this particular type of reading, I don't say the roles are reversed. And you can go back on my other readings as far as the New Year readings. I don't ever use that saying in the roles are reversed because this is your reading, all right? So I'm going to read this as if it's you, okay? So in August, if you are thinking of somebody and I dare say obsessing over somebody, I see you doing a lot of that online. I see you. This is somebody who likes to stalk social medias for any type of hint or clue or curiosity, right? Because this person is at a distance from you. You are watching them from a distance. They're somebody who's not close to you, Um, or maybe you don't have easy access to them. But this is somebody that you're watching from a distance. And the reason I'm saying don't do that is because the Seven of Swords is here. All right. I don't know if you're deceiving yourself when it comes to this person. I don't know if you're trying to say it's going to work if I try with this person, or you're trying to get away with something with this person. Let me get one more card, Scorpio, okay? Excuse me, guys. When my voice goes out, I tend to cough and sneeze a lot. I do apologize. I may have to take a break after this because my voice needs to rest. This is somebody you've connected with before. You've known this person for a little while. I would say, when I say a while, I say usually 6 months to a year or longer. This is a person that you keep reconnecting with. But Scorpio, if you don't have good intentions with this person, don't do it. And I'm only saying that because of the Seven of Swords. Okay? I'm only saying that because of the Seven of Swords. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you go into September here, I see it might not work out in your favor. Because, you know, upright, this card is a card of celebration. All right? However, when it's in reverse, it is a lack of confidence, a lack of recognition. So they might not reciprocate your emotions. They might not give you what you want. Okay? Hold on. Let me just some clarification, okay? Nope. Sorry, guys. I have to take this down. All right, had to get my card off the floor. Apologize for that, guys. All right. Oh, Scorpio. Okay. The person that you're spying on over here in August, they are somebody who's very attractive, very desirable. They have everything that you can want in a partner, to be honest with you. Attractive, successful, alluring, charming. I dare say you really overthink and obsess about this person way too much. But I think they, if I'm looking at this correctly, I think they kind of see like, no, you're not going to give me what I want or what I need. And I think it's going to be a final call, Scorpio. I don't know. And the reason I'm saying it's a final call is because I see anguish here. Okay, Scorpio, I hate doing this reading for you. I really do. I hate being this person for you. I really do. And I'm so sorry. I don't ever want to regret doing a tarot reading, but sometimes it has to be said. I wouldn't try to attempt to go back with this person, Scorpio. I think they're done. They're done. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm nervous now. I feel scared to tell you the rest of the reading, but the rest of the reading's good, okay? The rest of the reading's good, I promise. These are good cards. Now, when it comes to October, I finally see you getting some relief, all right? I see you being a master at whatever you're doing. I see you being comfortable in yourself. I see you making some type of achievement here. This is somebody who is focused on their goals and ambitions and is at the top of their game. So when you were worried about love earlier in the year, because you're a passionate, loving person, I can tell by this reading, Scorpio, that you're someone who likes to love, who likes to be in a relationship, who likes to love. It's just that sometimes when you overthink things and have that negative perception, it kind of sabotages what you could have had. So your year lesson is to take back that way of thinking and to transform. All right. And as far as love goes, now when it comes to your career, I do see that being super good for you. I do see you being the top of the game here. I see people going to you for advice and for wisdom, and you're the one that people go to. So I do see you very accomplished in October. Now, November, I see you doing a lot of celebration. I see you going out and partying a lot. I see you socializing. I see you mingling. I see people being attracted to you and wanting your attention. You know, I see guys buying you drinks at the bar, or I see you buying a girl drink at the bar and it working out in your favor because it's followed by the Justice card. The Justice is an 11 card, a manifestation card. I see you finally getting your due justice in life. I see you finally getting a break and manifesting good things for yourself. I see you finally balance in your life. Now, at the end, in December, I see new beginning for you. I see love. I see a new spiritual awakening. I see happiness for you. You're ending the year in love. It might not even be romantic love. It could be self-love. I see you finding peace finally within yourself in 2026. And you know what, Scorpio? Sometimes that's the most important piece, is to find peace within ourselves and self-love. And I see that for you at the end of 2026. I'm sorry that your reading was a little heavy, and yeah, that's all I want to say. I'm not sorry for doing your reading. I just wish it wasn't as such a lesson for you to learn, but you have to go through it. But one thing I know about you, Scorpio, is that you are the sign of transformation. If anybody can transform, it's you. That is your gift. That is your talent. You're the one who can transform over and over again. You are the sign of rebirth. So this is why you're going through this, because you can handle it. You can do it. And you always come back bigger and better, Scorpio. All right. All right, I'm straightening my phone, guys. Sorry. All right. All right, guys, I am going to have to resume this later. My voice is starting to shoot out. It's starting to get very sore. I'm coughing and sneezing. So I will do my best to get out Sagittarius through Pisces later on today. If not, definitely tomorrow. So I do ask for your forgiveness. I was really going to try to do all the signs, but my voice is just not having it. Not to mention the past few readings took a lot of my energy and a lot of my emotions. Sometimes I can't control the tears when I feel it through other people. But but I will definitely get them out tomorrow if I can't get them out today, because my voice does need to rest and I don't want to be coughing and hacking throughout your readings. So I do ask for your forgiveness. I did as much as I could. Liking, sharing, and subscribing does help me and my channel. And I thank you so much for stopping by. Love you, love you, love you. Namaste.